Yo YouTube, what's the word, y'all? It's your boy Moonbound Crypto signing back live, y'all, with some Dogelon Mars price predictions. We just gonna be doing a lot of TA from here on out, mainly because we need to see, we need to figure out our exit plan because things ain't really going as planned. Being in Dogelon Mars, I'm a Dogelon Mars Maxi. I'm a Dogelon Mars OG, if you will. If you're new, I'm going to tell you everything positive about Dogelon Mars, but I'm going to tell you everything negative about Dogelon Mars too. If you don't like this type of content, I'm sorry, but I'm here to protect the interests of Dogelon Mars OGs, anyone that wants to join Dogelon Mars, investing in Dogelon Mars, because right now it's not the time to, just listen to anybody. You feel me? Because you don't want to get caught blindsided or like get caught too much in the hype. Most people don't get caught in the hype, but considering that the markets is rebounding, there's going to be a lot of new wallets created, a lot of new exchange accounts created. I just want everyone to be, ready for what's about to come. Y'all gotta forgive me, you know what I mean? It's waking big shit, you know what I mean? I'm rolling my doty. I hope everyone's feeling good. Sorry for the delay, but I had to get my little living situation a little bit better, but now I'm all right. I'm doing better now, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. For in the chat, what's the word? Pain South. Euro EBG. What's the word, my G? New all-time high coming. 304. I hope, man. I hope. I'm not too sure about 304 no more. Like, I'm not saying not to have something to try to go all the way there, but I ain't gonna hold you. I was doing some technical analysis, and like, even for us to go to all-time highs of 403, it's over 100x. You feel me? I'm not saying we can't get there. All I'm saying is that it depends on a couple factors. The number one factor is community engagement and market sentiment. And right now, the market is not that trusting of Ethereum. People don't really like Ethereum no more. They want to go to the newer projects because investing into a new project that's doing well, you'll most likely reap more gains. But I'm not giving up on Ethereum, mainly because yes, these newer projects, I'm not throwing no shade. Much love to Sui, much love to Solana, but Sui and Solana doesn't have the firepower to move the markets, to move altcoins, because let's just say Ethereum is pretty much the grandmother of crypto. Like most crypto projects, mostly everything in crypto is built on Ethereum or Bitcoin. So with that being said, I believe Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin. I believe Ethereum is going to rally. It's just we got to be patient. You feel me? And I feel like most of us got caught off guard or really starstruck from seeing, Solana run, from seeing Sui run, from seeing, all these other projects run, and Ethereum is still lagging behind. I'm here to tell y'all that Ethereum is probably it's raising up in rank, but its role in the market is changing. You know what I mean? Like, its role in the market is changing because we got big institutions that are behind it. You feel me? Big institutions are going to, like, imagine this. Like, imagine going to the store, right? Imagine going to the store, and instead of paying in dollars, you could pay in USDT. You know what I mean? All from the tap of your phone. You know what I mean? Just, you know, have your crypto.com wallet, your crypto.com debit card like on your phone. That way you can tap. You feel me? It's only a matter of time before stable coins are used in like supermarkets and like day-to-day stuff. Larry, what's the word? Paraz, you're new to the chat. Welcome to the chat, man. Absolutely right, brother. We're hit a huge breakout by the end of the month. Say, I don't know about the end of the month, but I feel like we're gonna have a huge breakout. And another thing is, y'all. So I was looking at some content of some OGs that have been in the space, and people are talking about a $6,000 Ethereum, a $10,000 Ethereum. Being a Dogelon Mars holder, Maxi, I know that Ethereum is going to rebound. I just don't know when. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you like I know when. I'm just trying to be prepared and ready. The reason I'm saying that is because me personally, I want Ethereum to rally before this year is over. That way I could exit the trade and start something new. But if it doesn't, it's still not over. I know it's ugly, but it's the bitter truth. It's really ugly, but it's the bitter truth. We got to wait for Ethereum. I know there's other altcoins, other coins that are doing well. 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. So I know there's other coins doing well, but what I'm trying to say, you guys, within the best way I can, me personally, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like the video game that we've been waiting for all this time, it don't look that good. And I'm not gonna shed too much light on it, but it don't look that good. Like I thought it was going to be more to it. I thought there was going to be like some type of shooting narrative, like we get to play and like there's levels that we could beat. Like all you do is just build on Mars. Like that's cool and all, but I wanted something more interactive, something that we all could like link up together and, you know, actually, you know, shoot some aliens or something. Like, know what I mean? No, you know, if there's any aliens watching this, much love to all the aliens. But I'm just, but you know, the video game narrative, you feel me? You're trying to protect Mars or whatever the situation is. Like, I don't think the game is going to take us to the next level. What I think right now, what we need to focus on is price action and exchange listings and post on X. I feel like we just have to continue to post on X, continue to be active, because like I don't see Dogelon Mars like going to like 10 cents. You feel me? Or like even really going to all-time highs this cycle. I know you'll probably be like, what you mean? We're going to go to all-time highs this cycle. You crazy. Look, I'm going to show y'all the market structure. I'm going to show y'all. So this is Dogelon Mars. This is Dogelon Mars on the, it's the weekly. This is Dogelon Mars on the weekly. But when I go over to the monthly real quick, like we ain't really have that much price action, y'all. We had this right here. Which was 604. You feel me? That happened March 2024. We went up to 604. And then it took us about $306 days to beat our local highs, y'all. It took us 306 days just to beat our local high of 604. And now from our current local highs of 609, we're currently at day 181. So even if we was to go another 300 days, you guys, 300 days, if I was to bring this out to 300 days, if I could bring it out to 300 days, right? $300 days. That one says 306. 300 days for us puts us in November, y'all. So this is what I'm trying to say. Right now, let me zoom in a little bit closer, right? Right now, we need to get over 6024 just to be cooking with oil. That's what I'm waiting on. Even though we had this little bump up, like people, you know, we, you know, the Bitcoin went to 120. Y'all cannot see what I'm talking about. Hold up. My fault, you guys. Y'all cannot see what I'm talking about. I forgot how to share it. All right. All right, you guys. Right now, we're down here in this region. Let me put it in a box for you. So right now we're in this purple box. And we're on the low of the purple box. Like we're on the lower side of this purple box. We have to actually go through this purple box with strength to actually be cooking with oil. And that is a 6024. And that's still not a time to sell. That's just a time to sit and hold. You know what I mean? Hold on, y'all. I'm getting sidetracked a little bit. All right, so I hope y'all with me right now. So we're in this purple box right now, you guys. Right now, we're on the lower end of 6012, 6011. Right now, buying Dogelon Mars, even though Bitcoin is at 120 and Ethereum is at 3K, it's still a good time to buy. The reason I'm saying it's a good time to buy is because once those profits roll down into alts, I feel like Dogelon Mars is going to leave out this box and be somewhere in the 6024, 603 range. Let me so I'm trying to fix the John. So we got to get over 6024. After that, we're probably going to hit some type of resistance at 603, 604, just like last time. We was hanging around these 603, 604s, like in this region right here. Like over here, these 602s, these 603, 604, and then we got a big explosion going to the upside. If my charting is right, because when I look at it, if we had to wait like 360 days to beat our local highs. We waited 306 days just to beat our local highs of 604 for us to go up to 609. Now, when I pull out 304 days, 305 days, let's just go to the 306 if I can. So 304 days. So 304 days puts me in November. Personally, could it happen before that? yeah, the reason I'm saying that is because I feel more secure beating local highs than beating all-time highs at this point. For us to beat all-time highs before 2025 is over, we're going to need 2 exchange listings, and I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen right now. I feel like this cycle is going to go all the way into 2026. But we're going to have a pump. I feel like we're going to have a nice decent bull run before the year is over. Is this next top going to be? And if I had a lighter, I'll be cooking with oil. All right, better. So the next top, I'm going to be taking out my money and start my AI trading glitch. Wherever we stall out at the next time we pump, I'm taking my money out. So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, once we go past these 609 regions, like say we eat a zero, we go to like to 501, 502, and then we stall out. I'm not going to get on the computer. I'm not going to get on the computer and be like, oh yeah, it's going to keep on going, because that's what I thought was going to happen last time. Because last time we was over here and we got a bump for about, it was about 200%, about 200%. It hit up there and then it retraced back down to the 6s, and I still didn't sell. That was foolish of me. I'm not doing that this time, y'all. I'm being perfectly honest. I'm not doing that this time. Do I feel like Dogelon Mars could 100x? Yes, a 100x is its all-time highs. If I could show you. So when I zoom out, I'm going to show y'all the forecast. Like, y'all see how low we are. You see how low we are, right? Just to get to all-time highs, it's a 1,000% increase, you guys. 1,000%. Listen, we didn't train all winter, wait all summer just to bag hold if we don't go to all-time highs. I'm not saying don't have a bag, don't have a portion of your portfolio going towards the all-time highs, but don't try to make your whole portfolio go to the all-time highs. Yes, risk it for the biscuit. We're all taking a risk just being in crypto anyway. But I want your risk to be more calculated. Like, I want your risk to actually work for you than work against you. Remember, Dogelon Mars is so far out the risk curve. Dogelon Mars is not a top 100 token. People buy top 10, top 50, top 100 token. Dogelon Mars is like down in like the 400s. You feel me? I'm just really ready to get out this trade, y'all. Like, this is not me quitting. This is not me complaining. I'm just saying, off of watching Dogelon Mars move for the past couple years, it beats local highs, but it doesn't really hold its gains. Once we beat our local highs of 608, it's time to get up out of there, because I'll leave a certain portion, but like, I'm not going to sit here and tell myself we're going to go to all-time highs this year unless Ethereum do something amazing. But the way, the whole crypto cycle has been acting funny. Dogecoin still ain't hit $1. Like, even Shiba Inu, like around these times, Shiba Inu was doing numbers. I'm going to keep it a bean. Pepe was doing numbers. But all that's changing over to the Solana tokens, to the Sui tokens, to these new tokens. But one thing I can say is that there is security within the old tokens because people remember names and faces. Like people are going to remember the Elon coin, the Mars coin. They're going to remember that once they come back to the markets. Once Bitcoin hit about like 150,000. 18 in the chat. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? I'm gonna check on the chat. Checking on the chat, y'all. 17 in the chat. What's the word, family? EBG, you're seeing a 1000x. You're optimistic. That's the best I could say, bro. But I'll be happy, more than happy with 1000x. But considering how this market is moving, I think that's kind of far-fetched. You feel me? I feel like we can make money on Dogelon Mars, but I feel like 1000x is far-fetched. Anthony Webster, what are your thoughts on them not doing the great burn as promised? Are we supposed to get listed on major exchanges? If they don't do the great burn, we need the exchange listings now. So considering, I'm gonna keep it a being with you, Ant. Don't even worry about the great burn. You feel me? Don't even worry about the great burn because Dogelon Mars, like they promise shit, but they don't really deliver. And when they deliver, it's not always like the best type of product. You feel me? The reason I'm saying this is because we had a website, but the website was like really generic, looked like a freaking high schooler could build it, right? We had that, and then they gave us the Dogelon Mars website, and it looked fresh. It looked cool. Like I'm like, all right, so the game should be lit. Then they dropped this game that graphics are horrible. You ain't doing nothing. You just building like whatever that comes to mind. That's cool, but I need some action. I need to be able to like complete a quest. I need it, like, you know what I mean? But and now this great burn, now that we're going into Q3, we still ain't get the great burn. Like, wouldn't it be better to burn the tokens at the bottom, just like you drop the game at the bottom? I don't know. Like, personally, I'm just going to be patient, and I'm waiting for Ethereum and Bitcoin to really run, because considering what we already had, like Ethereum and Bitcoin is what moved Dogelon Mars. Besides the hype, because even when we got our pump, the game wasn't even released. So now we got people, using the game, being acclimated, burning their tokens, buying land. That's good. But like you said, we do need that exchange listing. And I believe it's possible, but I believe we're going to get the exchange listing when everything starts heating up again. But good question, Webster. Good question. But yeah, it's been on my mind about the great burn. But I'm going to be completely honest. It should have been done a long time ago. Like, I don't know what type of time Dogelon Mars is on. Rolling with Roe. Crypto Brown retweeted that he's done no more videos. Don't care, really. Larry Barber, Crypto Week might rocket fuel us. What's Crypto Week, Larry? I don't know what's going on. News gonna light it. Okay. Crypto Week coming up. That's what's up. Rolling Dogelon, some BS, but I've done worse with my money, so it's worth the risk to me. That's what I'm saying. Bro. I'm right here with you, bro. I'm right here with you. Real red. I'm right here with you, man. That's why I'm saying, going back to what I was showing y'all, if I could let me go to the week. No, wait. That's there. Yeah, there's a problem. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm gonna show y'all this again. This right here, a matter of fact, I'm gonna take away all these lines because I think this is a little bit confusing. And I'm gonna take, you know, maybe I could just do that. Go back to Dogelon Mars. Of course, like why would it not? 1 second, you guys. The chair, you got now, right. I know I've been away for a couple of days, but just know I was thinking about y'all. Like I was like, man, I gotta get back. I gotta get back. But I was like, damn, I need to get myself back before I come back to them. Excuse me. Part of myself. All right. So back to the charts. Man, my cat always in heat when I want to go on camera, bro. That should be crazy. All right, so boom. We're gonna go to the weekly. We're gonna pull it to the side real quick. So show y'all a couple things. Sheesh. All right, so boom. The horizontal line is the price, is our first local high. This was our first local high coming out the bear market of 2022, 2023. This is our first local high. We hit about, 603, 604, something like that. This is what we remember in January, early 2024. This year, early 2025. This year, this is what we remember. We remember this 608, this 609. This is what we remember, the 608, the 609. You probably see this little gap right here, like it didn't take that long. This is when Ethereum was climbing, Bitcoin was putting in new all-time highs. The market was really starting to bubble. We're waiting for that right now. Right now, it's the same thing is happening with Bitcoin, and Ethereum is following suit. So we're waiting for this build up. That way we could get another one of these type of candles, one of these big ass candles. I'm looking to beat our local highs and get out, because before on our first local highs, I didn't sell, and I'm thinking, okay, we're really going to start going, at least hit all-time highs. Then we got this, John. We didn't go to all-time highs, y'all. We got stuck at 608. If my gut is telling me right, I'm gonna keep on holding, and I'm gonna keep on DCAing as long as I'm under like 602, 603, because these are floor levels. That way, when we get the push up to break 608, you're going to be getting like we way down here, right? If you're buying right now, and let's say your price average is at a 6016, 6015, like something like that, because I think most of us is negative. unless you sold the bottom and try to buy the bottom. Either way, it's not like I don't really sell on red days if I'm negative because I feel like I'm losing money. I'm just going to, stick it out. But some people sell the bottom and buy the bottom. Whatever makes you feel better, you know what I mean? But either way, that's going to be 400% increase from these levels, over 400%. Are we going to get 1,000%? I don't know. But we're going to get over 400% from these levels, just beating local highs, not all-time highs, local highs. Where is that going to put us on the Dogelon Mars chart? I do not know. But I'm saying I'm going to be prepared for that because, for one, everyone right now is ready to get out. All right, I can feel it. It's like we're locking in right now, but we're really low-key competition because we're all trying to sell the same shit. We're over here locking in, trying to get a better understanding of what's going on. I'm here to tell you that we're safe. We just got to wait for Ethereum. We're safe. But you're not safe if you're thinking you could walk away from the markets and not pay attention. We got to take this shit one day at a time. Even though I don't make videos every day, I'm going to try to make more videos every day. But again, even though I'm not making videos every day, I am locked in, y'all. Real rap. I'm just, y'all know a real nigga situation. I'm over here going through the motions, but I'm staying focused. I'm staying with my purpose because we didn't come this far just to play around and do some nut shit. You feel me? We didn't come this far just to quit. But yeah, I want to show y'all what I'm seeing, how I'm feeling. You feel me? Because that's like saying every coin is going to go to its all-time highs this bull run. I don't think it's going to happen. It's a lot of fear. It's a lot of uncertainty. Do I feel like Dogelon Mars is going to get a nice pump? Yes, it's going to be a nice pump, but I feel like it's going to be a pump to beat our local highs because Dogelon Mars, even though I love this token, it hasn't shown me nothing. It hasn't shown me nothing since 2021. All right. You feel me? This coin has shown me nothing since 2025 besides this one bump up early 2025 in January. Like we haven't yet to even get to let's just say these levels right here. You feel me? We spent all how long have we been in this token? And they gave us some generic ass game. Like, I'm not saying, look, building a video game is easy, but as much time as we spent in this token, as many trips as Dogelon Mars, like instead of going on trips and going, like, you feel me, going on this trip and going on that trip, how about you put that money into game developers? Like, I'm keeping it a bean. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Your boy Moonbound Crypto's a real one. I'm not going to sit here and try to sugarcoat something for y'all. Am I glad that they dropped the game? Yes, the game is, at least the game is real. But even being a gamer, I don't see myself playing it. So now we got people that bought the metaverse game that want to sell that land at the top, guaranteed, because of the fine print that if you don't log into Dogelon Mars, land on Mars, if you don't log in like frequently, you could lose all your land, lose all that money. So now people are really ready to kick rocks because you can't just buy the land and leave and think your land is going to just appreciate forever. I even thought that was going to be possible. I thought if I bought some land on Mars, I could buy some land on Mars and I could go check on my land on Mars in 2030 and my land on Mars is worth hella bread. Like, no, like, you know, this is not giving me like for the first time, like Dogelon on Mars isn't giving me like longevity vibes. Like, you feel me? It's feeling like get what you could get. And considering that new tokens are being pumped out every day and there's other tokens doing way more better, like I feel like this is our last bull mark. This is we're approaching our last chance, y'all, to get out this token, to get out this trade. Because the proof is in the pudding. Granted, yes, Ethereum has been lagging just like Dogelon Mars been lagging. Like Ethereum's chart pretty much looks like Dogelon Mars chart. Lagging, still ain't reached all-time high since 2024. Could that change? Yes. But right now, I'm on the edge of my seat. Am I scared and going to sell? No. But right now, it's just time to look at the facts, y'all. It's time to look at the facts. We have yet eating 1-0 has been a struggle for Dogelon Mars, but beating local highs has not been a struggle for all time for Dogelon Mars. So I'm really predicting a spike in the later months. See, it's not that. Look, this is the fine print, right? This is the fine print, right? Because one of the also Dogelon Mars OGs was talking about it, right? For this joint cutting my neck a little bit. So the fine print is you could buy Dogelon Mars, land on Mars. You could buy it. But if you don't log in, like say you don't log in for like a year, you could lose all your land. Even you're not going to get like refunded or there's going to be like an automatic transaction to send that like at least a portion of your money back to your wallet. No, you're just out of there. And my thing is, the game don't even look that good for me to want to stay that long. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's common sense. What's common sense, Proxa? Man, look, man. It's common sense in a way. It's common sense in a it's common sense in a way that look, I'm not trying to shed I'm not trying to shed FUD, okay? I'm not trying to I mean, look. Just as much as you saying forget the BS, I'm saying forget the BS. For one, look, if I'm staking my land on Mars, right? It should be staked. I shouldn't lose it. Like if I purchase it, it's on me what I want to do with my money. If I want my money to sit here, that's what I want to do. You feel me? I shouldn't lose my property because I didn't tend to it, because I didn't look at it, because I didn't interact with it. Like if I buy a house and I don't look and I don't go to the house, like you feel me? I put my money, like I bought the land, I bought the house, I bought everything I needed, but I go back a year later and it's not there because I didn't go to it. That don't make sense. But to each his own, you know what I mean? To each his own. But I'm here. Look, I'm gonna keep it a beam though. Once we break these local highs, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Like Dogelon Mars went on too many trips just to give us a game like this. Like just think about all the trips we've seen Dogelon Mars go to. They went over here, they went over there, they're at this, you know what I mean? And then we get a game like this. like it's a slap in the face. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, do I still believe we're gonna pump? Yeah, but we're not gonna pump the way we thought we was gonna pump. It's mainly hype now. So yeah, once we hit, look, look, man, because it's only us. Like, ain't no one really here right now. Once we break, once we break our local highs, it's time to kick rocks and start the AI trading glitch. So definitely buy as much as y'all can. Let me see. Like, buy as much as y'all can below like 6 zeros 18. Because once we get over 6 zeros 18, we're probably gonna, take out that 6 zeros 24 and stuff like that. Like 6 zeros 24, 6 zeros 30, start climbing higher. But it's usually we trade around the 6 zeros in between the 6 zeros 20s and the 6 zeros 30s for weeks, and then we get a bump up. Like, when have we ever seen Dogelon Mars just trade around at like 606? We don't see it. And I'm not gonna lie, like, even when I go over to Ethereum, it's kind of like the same chart. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like the people that stay with the bullshit, that sit here and go through all of this shit, are going to reap rewards. Like, it's annoying, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's annoying. I'm aggravated. You feel me? But knowing is half the battle. Let me go look at ETH. But yeah, ETH like pretty much look like the same thing. ETH is doing the same thing. Like, okay, laptop, you acting right today. Okay, laptop. Oh, all right. I couldn't even see your comments for a second. Elon said this at 4. Truth is, I crash landed here from Mars, and I'm just trying to get back to my home planet, but no one believes me. I mean, that's like the story of the comic. Layer one chain first cycle. Everyone been fading for the past 3 years. I mean, look, you guys, that's what I'm saying. Look, At the end of the day, we're all waiting for ETH. The biggest entities in the world are building on ETH. You are right. You are right. Gig gaming. Gig gaming. Gig gaming is right. Yes. But my thing is this. The next time we get a pump, we have to take our profits. Until then, we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at the price, taking it day by day. But I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all we're going to eat 3 zeros with a game like that. I can't sit here and tell y'all we're going to eat 3 zeros and we ain't get no other major exchange listing. We have one major exchange listing so far. We do have crypto.com. Crypto.com is a major exchange listing, but we still ain't get that Coinbase or that Binance. So right now I'm working off of what has been presented to me. The elites like us. Thank God. The elites like us. But just like the elites are doing, they're buying Ethereum. But Ethereum is not going nowhere currently. It's still pretty much lagging behind. But one thing I will say is that once Ethereum hits all-time highs, it's game over. That's what I'm trying to say. Like once Ethereum hit all-time highs, we're going to run, but I don't want no one to get too overexcited because it's like when you get emotional, you mess the money up. Because you think you're going to get more. It's like you get greedy, like, all right, I made this much. Now I'm like, remember, I want everyone just to remember how this shit felt. Remember how it felt seeing your portfolio at that height, and now we're here, and now, like, new people are going to be coming, it's just a lot, more chaos is going to come. You feel me? It's only even more chaos is going to come. Sad, unfortunate, but we have to rise above the chaos and know what's going to happen before it fucking happens. That way we could pivot. Look, you guys, we got to break our local highs we got to break our all-time highs of Ethereum. Like the chart looked good, but it's Ethereum. Like this is how you know it's real. Like we usually look at like meme coins and like altcoins and shit like that, but the Ethereum chart looked good, y'all. It put in this V-shaped recovery, but it's still recovering. You know what I mean? At least we bounce. We ain't go completely down. Thank God. Shit. Damn. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still getting over this cold. That's why I've been out. All right. So looking at Ethereum right now, right? We got beat 4,800. We gotta beat 4,800. But we haven't been there since 2021. This is why people think Ethereum is dead. But I'm not naive like that to even say something like that. But because you could mimic the original, you could probably have better qualities than the original, but you can't beat the original. You feel me? Because it's Ethereum, it's the first. Once you're the first in there, you got OG privileges. And right now, Ethereum's OG privilege is moving the whole damn market. So we gotta lock in. I know it hurt. We ain't picked the fastest horse, but our horse is gonna move. And currently, from our current levels right now, Ethereum gotta move a whole lot. Like, no, that's not bad. That's like 60%, 60%, just to get rejected at all-time highs. Like, that's gonna be crazy. Even once we get to all-time highs, you know we're gonna hit resistance. Unless Ethereum start moving like Bitcoin somehow. That's what we gotta wait on. That just hit me like a ton of bricks. We gotta wait for that Bitcoin dominance to really drop. That way it could come over to Ethereum like it's supposed to. I think we've been waiting for that a little bit too early. For real, for real. But yeah, that Bitcoin dominance probably need to drop. It probably still ain't dropped. But either way, I'm seeing resistance at 4,000. Like, yeah, we definitely Ethereum got to break 4K for real, for real. Like, Ethereum got to break 4K. We ain't even really get over 4,100. Like, let's see how the market act once we get to 4,800. I mean 4,100. You feel me? Because that's what we really need to break. Like, we touched it a couple times, but we always get rejected. We touch it and then we get rejected. Touch it, then we got rejected again. Like, you feel me? So hopefully the next time we touch it, we don't get rejected. Like, hopefully we could break through and hold, probably, get somewhere inside this channel, in between the two gold lines, in between 4,100 and 4,800. Maybe we could get support, but for right now, we got to get over 3,200. We got to get over 3,200 right now for Ethereum. And I believe it's possible. Let's look at some indicators. Not bad. Yeah, we good. We good. We good. Uh Yeah, I needed that. But let's see. So the stock RSI on the, let me make sure this is the monthly. All right, so it's the monthly. So the stock RSI on the monthly is bullish. It's turning bullish. I know we're way down here inside the oversold territory still. We're still not above the medium range. But considering that we're so low and that we ain't get to oversold territory, I feel like I feel like things is playing out. I feel like when this blue line get up here and then it starts curling down again, like how it did in January of 2025. That is crazy, you guys. Look at that. So early this year, when we got that move, look how low Ethereum stock RSI was. We wasn't even way up here. Yo, if this blue line could get way up here, 100x possible. I okay. Okay. Uh, it might work. It might work. But this blue line got to get way up here, way up there. And maybe it might be November, y'all. I mean, that's what it's looking like. I mean, we looked at Dogelon Mars. It was looking like November. Got it. They got to get, look, the elites got to get some, look. The elites spent money or are spending money this summer. They're going to want a crypto bump before Christmas. I don't know if it's going to be this summer, but I'm taking it. I'm taking it. You better take it, you guys. You better take it. Yeah, for profits. Yeah, that joint just hit me like a ton of bricks. Buku. Buku, what's the word? Yeah, I do hope the listens come. I do really do hope the listens come. But listen, you guys, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I ain't gonna hold you. We could, I mean, we could just chop around real quick, but I'm about to get off this joint. I didn't want to make the video too long. I want to share, my thoughts. Show you some TA. You feel me? And pretty much the levels to look out for in the immediate future. But the important thing is beating them local highs. I ain't gonna hold you. We gotta beat them local highs. You feel me? That's the most important part. I feel like we're going to beat those local highs, especially with where Ethereum should be going within the next couple months. And just continue to lock in and continue to buy. Remember to buy down here at these 6/0s 11s, these 6/0s 12s, 13s. Just try to buy the lowest team that you can, because once Dogelon Mars gets above like 6/0 17, I feel like none of us should, like the people that's watching the videos right now, should have been got their shit. You feel me? Like should have been had their bag. But yeah, for me, I'm still trying to bring down that price average. I ain't gonna hold you. Been in this joint for a minute. But everything's gonna be all right though. We gonna make it out this joint. Y'all just gotta, you know what I mean? Just play it safe and don't be foolish. Another one in the books, y'all. Another one in the books, free to real. And yeah, until next time. Until next time, y'all. It's your boy Moonbound Crypto. I'm signing out this joint. Peace.